high noon in South Bedfordshire, and for the first time since 1997 on this ground, these old rivals come face to face. This is the one they've all been looking forward to since the publication of the fixture list back in July. Both teams ending the new year with defeat, and Chris Coyne is the name missing from that Luton side, none of whom have played in a league derby against Watford before. Much will depend for them on how Steve Howard goes up front, and Mike Newell does remember when Luton and Watford played each other on a regular basis, particularly in the David Pleat, Graham Taylor era. As for Watford, well, Alec Chamberlain, of course, on the bench for Watford, knows more about local derbies than any other player on either side today. And for him as well, it's a first, Adrian Boothroyd. But he's been made well aware in his time at Watford of what this game means to the supporters. And the youngsters, Ashley Young and Al Bangura. Young back in the fray as a substitute against Crystal Palace on Saturday. And Bangura in a rich vein of form. Terrific atmosphere. Gavin Mahon for Watford. Well, last time it was 4-0 and it all happened in the first half. But with the teams going both in the upper half of the table, of course, expect this to be very lively. That was Carlos Edwards for Luton. Henderson got well down the byline. Young. Boothroyd and Newell will both have stressed to their teams the crucial point of starting well here. Henderson scored Watford's goal at the weekend. This was the effort from Bangura created. Henderson and Hakkinen. It was Liam Barnett who got the header on it. Foley. Flag up against Carlos Edwards. And Luton very much a team on a roll. On promotion, of course. The end of last season, lost at Ipswich on Saturday. Doyley went back. Foul against Rowan Vine. Foster's free kick. Again, they were looking for Vine. This is Howard. First chance for Luton goes wide from Steve Howard. Big old-fashioned centre forward. It was Marky Mackay's clearance. And Howard doesn't trouble Foster. And by Howard, there's more to him than just the big beanpole of a target man. Foley. Carlos Edwards. Caught offside. Mackay needs to draw on all his vast experience here. As for the young players in particular, Derby Day is a real test. Vine and Mackay. Foster, Howard trying to get in. Beresford with the clearance, and both sides would prefer a good tempo. Lloyd Doyley for Watford. Fine. Steve Robinson outside him. Ian Williamson, the referee, to keep a very close eye on this. It's away by Clark Carlisle. Many memorable matches in the 80s, of course. Watford getting past Luton on the way to the latter stages. Luton getting past Watford similarly, plus the league games. Paul Underwood's throw. Edwards. McNamee across to try and challenge, so too Chambers. Malcolm Mackay makes short. Henderson. Carlisle jumped. Kevin Nichols, the captain of Luton, looking for Vine. It was a good block by Mackay. And now the opportunity for Marlon King. Beresford looking out of his area. Barnett. For King. That was Henderson. Steve Robinson for Luton. Mann jumping with Berkovic. And Edwards for Kevin Foley. Doyley did well under pressure from Berkovic. Paul Underwood again with this Luton throw. One thing's for sure, the throat lodging suppliers of Luton will have a good evening. Voices in full cry at both ends of the pitch. Taking it. Doyley and Berkovic. Bangura joined in. This is Mann. Challenge was strong by Kevin Nichols. And on went Edwards. And the final ball is easy for Foster. And this is Bangura. Marlon King. Bangura again. Underwood away. And Foster has something rare in these opening moments. A moment or two's thinking time. Henderson got on, and Henderson it might come back to! And puts Watford into the lead. Very simple goal, very well struck. Goalkeeper's long clearance, Henderson knock on, and King did well. In fact, it was a head down by Barnett, and Henderson left-footed And 9 minutes gone. And first blood to Adrian Boothroyd's Watford. And the roar may well have been heard down the St Albans Road. And Watford's first effort of any note. And they're in front. Now how will Luton respond? It was Ashley Young's header. Playing very wide in the opening stages. It's away by Clark Carlisle. I was about to say the gloves are off, but if you look at the Watford back line, the gloves are very much still on. Foul on Steve Robinson by Gavin Martin. Here's the Nichols free kick. Foster has to claim. Took off early and well as the heavy brigade came to call. Heikkinen had joined them at the far post. And Berkovic between them. Nice clearance. Both teams with big FA Cup matches this weekend. Liverpool are here on Saturday. Sam Allardyce's Bolton are at Vicarage Road. That's a massive week. Those cup ties, despite their attractive nature, a long way from the thoughts of both teams. You know what this means for the supporters. Doyley. King finds three round him. Identified as the danger man. Nichols away for Luton. Vine. And Foster makes the clearance. That was Henderson's knock on. Heikkinen goes back. Mackay. Henderson. Bangura. King. And now an opportunity again against Heikkinen. Paul Underwood is there for the home side. Edwards. Mann chasing back. Chambers across. Chambers it was who made the challenge. Robinson. Edwards cross. Meant for Vine. And eventually for Berkovic. And for Howard. Ashley Young for Watford. And King away just too quickly, but here's that Luton effort. And it was the cross that caused the problem. Rowan Vine, it was blocked by Malky Mackay. Clark Carlisle blocked the effort from Steve Howard in the end. Luton have the free kick for the offside. Bill Tomlins, the chairman of Luton, fascinating comment in the match programme today, and Bill was secretary and general manager at Luton during the Cleet Taylor era, so he's seen more than a few of these games. He says that derby matches are always something special. None more so than Luton against Watford, and the passion for this match is felt by everyone at both clubs. And the early evidence you would extend those sentiments to the 22 performers. Watford lead 1-0. Foster's free kick. Again, Henderson was the target. Barnett got up with him, and again, Mann, Henderson. Heikkinen away. Berkovic. Edwards, Bangura arriving with a strong challenge. Fine. And he's won the free kick for Malky Mackay's challenge. Words of admonishment for McNamee from Ian Williamson, one of the best young referees, but still eyebrows raised that this match wasn't given to one of the senior men. Steve Harris' header doesn't trouble Foster. Well on it, didn't get the height that he wanted. King and Häkkinen. Bangura. This is Barnett. Morale. That was his throw. Up for Rowan Vine. And Nichols now with the free kick. Wasn't what he wanted, got a slight deflection. Attack comes to naught. Foley. He's an influential man though, Chris Coyne, that Luton are without today. And a fascinating decision by A.D. Boothroyd to prefer Al Bangura to Matthew Spring. Spring, of course, started his career here at Luton, scored a winner for Luton the last time these two sides met, and also is suspended against Bolton at the weekend. Foul on Foley by Henderson. And dare I say it, things have just settled down a bit. Berkovic against Carlisle. Berkovic goes on, there's the cross. Nichols thought it was going to come to him and it didn't. It came for Robinson, and now a chance for Vine. Flag up. And that will give the home side encouragement. It was Robinson. Vine was onside. Offside flag. And the ball came to him. Foley goes back against Marlon King. He's left it for Carlos Edwards. Members. Howard away. Say, if you look at the stats, that Luton have got a better record in this fixture at Vicarage Road than they have here. And they need some kind of inspiration to really test Foster and company at the back. This is Leon Barnett. Watford have the goal in the bank. Edwards. Barnett. On by Berkovic, and again Chambers must judge. Howard arrived. Henderson. Mann. Foul by McNamee. Mann. Carlisle's throw. Trying to play the passing and flowing football. For the away side, no. Going to face a real test of their defensive ability. Henderson goes through, and Häkkinen forced wide. That's off Henderson, still in play. And Nichols will leave it for Kevin Foley. Edwards, that was nice. Chambers across, Edwards ball in. Doyley back in, and Doyley again with the clearance. Howard might try his luck here. Just played to Steve Howard. Didn't have the power that he wanted. I suppose Ben Foster ought to be well prepared. Trains every day with Alec Chamberlain. One of the very few who've made it successfully for both these clubs. Now Vine, but he is offside again. To go back, of course, to probably Alan Garner, big centre half back in the 70s, who was one player who won the supporters' hearts at both these clubs. He's been making the point when he first came to Watford about, in fact, that it probably was easier for him because he didn't come straight down the M1. Well, he did, but he turned left and came via Leeds. He in particular was given a, well, I was going to call warm welcome by Luton and the supporters in the warm-up. This is Ashley Young for Watford. Carlisle. So far, you have to say, it's every bit the sort of derby you would expect. Not a lot of room for manoeuvre, lots of free kicks. And Foster has to come here. Häkkinen for Luton. Beresford's free kick. Doyley, product of the Watford youth scheme, but of course vastly experienced these days. It was a foul by Häkkinen on Marlon King. Carlisle will take the free kick. Chambers. Way by Underwood. And Bangura will fall down. Berkovic, it's a lovely ball. Just too far for Carlos Edwards. And Luton, talking before the match, saying about the use of the flanks here. It's not one of Carlisle's better clearances. Berkovic again. Meant for Rowan Vine. Foster will take the resulting free kick. As we pass the midway point of this first half. Henderson, he's done really well in the air in the first half of this first half. And Mann across to take the throw. Terrific atmosphere. Mann's throw. We've gone up, so too Carlisle. Back in for Henderson. Carlisle! Got a touch on it as Chambers headed it back in. That was Henderson with the slightest of touches. Carlisle's pirouette. Beresford safely catches. Underwood. Foley. McNamee will leave for his captain, Gavin Mann. McNamee. There's the cross. Catch by Beresford. Almost from the top of Darius Henderson's head. Again, Luton trying to up the tempo. Berkovic and Bangura. Watford throw. Doyley. Henderson lost out. McKime jumps well. Mann. Henderson. The flag is up. That was the target. Edwards with McNamee and Foley's cross. Bangura has done well. Ball back though, didn't quite do what he wanted, but he's got it once more. Mann left it. This is Marlon King. 3 to aim at through the middle, and in the end he's forced Leon Barnett to take evasive action, but the flag was up, so it wouldn't have mattered. See this from King. Henderson arriving. It's Luton's free kick. Robinson trying his luck down the right. McNamee blocks. Edwards. Chambers keeping close to him, but that's good work by the Luton man. Got the opportunity for the cross. Carlisle's header. And Ashley Young back helping. And turn defence into attack. Young goes on. Ekinen. Beresford. Doyley will take the throw as we approach the half-hour mark. King. This is Young, and that's a Watford free kick. Paul Underwood dumping the Watford striker on terra firma. Simon Beck, the assistant referee, waving his flag. So it's McNamee's free kick. Young has a word with him. There it is. Mackay waits for it. It's right the way across. And has it gone in? Watford say yes. And the goal is given. Ian Williamson with Luton players in hot pursuit. But the referee has given the goal. And he's given it having looked across at his assistant. Let's see it again. It was Henderson, Mackay, and at the second time of asking, it surely was over the line. And that's what the referee's given. One more look. Henderson's not gone. Beresford's got that. He hasn't got that. Just look at that. It's a good decision by Mr. Beck. Acknowledged by Mr. Williamson. And Watford are too good. 2 goals to the good. And how now will Luton respond? Way to the right. There is head shaking. Way to our left. There is jubilation and cries of "We want 4." And Marky Mackay mentioned about the experience. He's played in games like this, he knows all about them. And he's got a priceless goal for the visitors. Chambers left it alone. And Luton, they're looking for some inspiration and quick. At the moment, Happiness is wearing a yellow shirt. And they've won a free kick. McNamee. Chambers. Clark Carlisle. Need to do it again, and does. In the end, it's gone into no man's land. Fine. Here's the goal scorer, Marky Mackay. Giving it away though, Edwards, under pressure from Bangura and McNamee. Foley. Strong and fair challenge by James Chambers. And this is a big test. Carlos Edwards then with the throw. And that's a corner, and that is the first corner of the game. Rowan Vine coming in. Now Luton have plenty forward here. Watford have defended well, but they're going to have to do it again. Carlisle away this time. And it's a foul by Kevin Nichols. McNamee. Carlos Edwards goes back. Nichols arriving. Referee wants it taken from the right place. And the fourth official, Graham Hallwood, getting a mouthful from Mike Newell. Not sure what Neil was upset about. I'm up here. Henderson. Change of direction, but could be too much of a problem for Häkkinen. Carlisle. Now Young. Underwood. Give it away. Doyley's throw. King. And he'll try and do it again. A little over 10 minutes of what for the home side have been a despairing half. For the visitors have been a most pleasing half so far. Way by Robinson. Howard. Now Edwards. Luton have this pace. They need to use it. And Watford have got to be awake to the threat that it poses. Robinson. Or Mackay. And again, the Hatters thwarted by the flag. Luton served notice of their intention in this division on the opening day when they went and won at Crystal Palace. Unbeaten at home until Burnley came to call in early November. And also in a quite extraordinary match, lost here to Stoke just before Christmas. Those home defeats have been by 3 goals to 2. Here's Gavin Munn's throw for Watford. And that's a corner. Won by Clark Carlisle. And Watford's first flag kick of the game. Ashley Young across. Henderson looks for Mark. Bangura. Big test for the youngster. Howard's free kick, away by Doyley. Foley. Good advantage play by the referee. Edwards. Marn. Underwood goes back against McNamee. Little and large in the contest. Another thing about these two clubs, of course, number of homegrown players that both have produced over the years. This is Häkkinen. Foley. And Barnett for Luton. Luton, of course, a town that has survived the trauma of the closure of the Vauxhall work. The big question for their supporters is, where will their new ground be? As the whistle goes. Mackay, strong and powerful. King against Häkkinen. It's been Simon Beck's been a key player in this first half. The big Luton crowd behind the goal away to our right Haven't had the advantage of seeing what we've seen. Clearly showing that the referee and linesman got it absolutely right with the second Watford goal. Foley opts for the throw. Vine. It's a throw. As Edwards couldn't get the cross in, it didn't ensure that Anthony McNamee had the last touch. Howard. And Mackay and Foster did not keep it in play. It's a corner. Again, good refereeing. The referee looks straight across to his assistant. There you can see. Then he blows his whistle. Here comes the corner. King away. Underwood's throw. These, of course, are crucial few minutes. Adrian Boothroyd will be absolutely chuffed if Watford can keep it at 2-0. But the difference a Luton goal would make in the next few minutes can hardly fail to appreciate. It's Nichols against Mackay. In the end, it was just a touch from Bangura for Foster. Henderson. Barnett's made a mess of that, but he'll get another chance. Edwards. Nichols. Again, the flag. Underwood away. Look for King. Bangura. Henderson. Only King is forward. Foley's gone back. Foley does well with Häkkinen. Henderson. Been a real handful in this first half. Away by Foley. Howard. And once more the flag. Once more the Watford free kick. There were some who wondered whether Watford losing to Crystal Palace and then seeing Leeds win to go above them would have some effect on morale. All one can say is there would be no better boost to Watford's morale than to win here. Last time they won here, they had 2 goals scored by Di Thomas and 1 by Peter Kennedy. I think it was the other way round. Where are they now? It's the half-time cup of tea debate. Half-time cup of tea, not far away now. And Watford that day inspired by Ronnie Rosenthal. Marne's tackle. Berkovic. Chambers, that was important. He's made some very key tackles. He's having a real examination from this man Edwards. There's the ball across. Doyley's header. Vine. Luton would love one before the break. Vine back in. That's a corner conceded by Clark Carlisle. And it gives Watford time to regroup. Robinson's corner. My watch showing 45. It's the question of what the fourth official will hold up by way of the board. Nine minutes, Darius Henderson, 1-0. 30 minutes, Malky Mackay, 2-0. Chambers, Henderson, Chambers and Bangura. This is King. Berkovic waits and heads. It's more very strong defending as we move into stoppage time. That's Carlisle. And Marlon King, Miles Häkkinen. Luton probably have time for one more attack. Underwood takes. They need to do better than that with their free kicks. And Foster will happily waste a few more seconds. Rowan Vine, the player, up. It was Ashley Young for Bangura. And this is Marlon King. And that is half-time. And the reaction from the two camps tells its own story. Darius Henderson opening the scoring on 9 minutes with that left-footed effort for Watford. And then after half an hour from McNamee's free kick, Malky Mackay at the second time of asking, and it did cross the line. Watford lead 2-0. So welcome back. Yes, half-time. Luton 0, Watford at 2. And no changes by either side. Watford from right to left in the second half. This is Darius Henderson. From Underwood for Luton. Very interesting to see what Newell has said to his men at half-time. Talk about bragging rights and various other things. First and foremost, you can't drop points at home if you've got serious playoff ambitions. Underwood's throw. Henderson. Underwood's throw again. It'll be a real test for Watford's back line. And Bruce Royder will be well aware of it. It'll be another Paul Underwood throw. Brian Steen there next to Mike Newell. Another veteran of Luton Watford battles past. Barnett and Häkkinen. Henderson. And McNamee goes forward, forcing Häkkinen to make evasive action. The first 10 minutes of this half will be really crucial. If Luton can get a goal back, it would really set the game up. If Watford get a third, then surely they're out of sight. Howard knocks on. Edwards this time, first time. Decided to go first time here, Carlos Edwards. Steve Howard's knocked down. Henderson. Young. Young and Underwood. And Henderson told to calm it by Ian Williamson. Beresford's free kick. Chambers to clear. Oh, and doesn't clear. This is Edwards. Luton right back in it. Well, a moment ago, he had one that went past the post. Chambers didn't clear this. It's come to Edwards. He's got a clear sight at goal. Foster, no chance. And Luton have got their first. And what a match we have now. Suddenly, the singing has a Bedfordshire lilt to it. So Watford got the early goal in the first half. Luton have an even earlier goal at the start of the second. Fine. There's the cross. Target was Berkovic, Doyley away. Well, the January sales have started. Kitchen sinks are 20% off. I think there might be one arriving in the Watford penalty box at any moment. Luton now have the bit between their teeth. Underwood's throw. Berkovic. Catch by Foster. Henderson. King. Back goes Carlisle against Rowan Vine. Watford have brought about 1,800 supporters here. Crowd, Luton fan supporters around about 8,000 plus in what I think officials were telling me is expected to be a gate of around about 10,200. But it's a mass choir now. Everybody shopping. And Luton's town centre will be well aware that the home side are right back in this. Underwood's free kick. Away by Chambers. Bangura for McNamee. Total concentration and keep it simple. What Watford need to do now, as Luton have another near opportunity. Cross from the right this time. Steve Howard, supplied by Robinson. Foster had to take off. Another corner. Underwood takes. The Luton heavy brigade have gone forward again. And it all comes to nothing. Henderson may well have committed one foul too many. And Ian Williamson, who spoke to him about 4 or 5 minutes ago, was called the big Watford man across. I don't think it's for this. I think it's for consistent illegal play. And he receives the first caution of the game. It's won by Edwards. This is Vine. Foster, whose mentor, Tony Coton, of course, one of the great Watford figures. And he will have been fully prepared by Coton and by Alec Chamberlain for this occasion. And so far he's acquitted himself well. I get the feeling he's going to have a lot of work to do. The ball across. That was the Steve Howard header. And Foster restored. Edwards. Chambers blocked. Luton, who won the last meeting between these sides in the League Cup at Watford with that stupendous Matthew Spring strike. And Watford have been waiting for a chance to play them again. Edwards. And this time Henderson is the recipient of the free kick from the referee. Leon Barnett, the player, fouling him. So the chance for the ball to make a rare sortie into the Luton penalty area. Malky Mackay, scorer of that second goal. Topic very high on the list of conversations at half-time, and there's the effort. Say the effort. It was Marlon King who got a header on it. And eventually it's cleared. And now Vine, using the extra yard of pace. Chambers across. Chambers and Vine has gone on here and has met Foster, who's spread himself well. He saw off James Chambers' challenge. Chambers, I suspect, worried. Last thing you want to do at that end is give away anything that might be construed as a penalty. As Watford make the first change of the game. McNamee, who wove his magic against Crystal Palace on Saturday, is replaced by Jordan Stewart. Now, how will this see a reorganisation? Because Stewart, of course, is much more defence-minded than McNamee. King. It's come very deep. This is Gavin Mark. And Young has come across this side. Looking at the net implications of the Boothroyd switch. And this time Luton caught offside. And Warren Vine Telling the linesman precisely what he thought of it. We've played an hour, and nobody is taking their eyes off this. Osman. Looking away to my left. See almost every 30 seconds people looking down to their arms, particularly their watches. Henderson's jump with Barnett. Young. Foley. Nichols. This is Bangura. Who is warming up on the far side for Luton. It's a Watford throw. In by Jordan Stewart. Mann. Stewart, of course, came from Leicester in the summer, so it's his first taste of what is known in football as the M1 derby. And here comes the Luton change, and it will be Enoch Shiwumni. And he'll replace Ahmet Berkovic. Nichols. And Shiwumni has gone into the attacking role you'd expect. This is Rowan Vine. And Doyley has done well. Double pressure. Barnett's challenge, referees given nothing. Foster in behind from that one as Carlisle couldn't connect. And the Watford fans trying to do their bit to urge their men. They're well aware there's an awful lot of football left in this match. Robinson, tackled by Young. This is Henderson, and this is Marlon King. Underwood will be there first. Shiwumni. Ashley Young, the player going with the bird. And the Luton fans. And getting treatment from the Watford physio Andy Rolls. Young returns to the fray. And Lloyd Doyley. And another throw. Ekinen. Jordan Stewart. And Young bolted to the ground by Young and Foley. And they clash. Foley in the back of Young. But did Young retaliate, I wonder? Let's have another look at it. Well, what was that foot doing? And what did the referee see? See it again here. Foley's certainly in the back of Young. Now, what was that? With the referee 3 yards away. It's yellow for Foley, and it's red for Ashley Young. Young is sent off, and Ian Williamson making it quite clear why. The raised foot, I don't know whether he connected, and under the law it is irrelevant whether he connected or not. Ashley Young is sent off, and after the first half of the second half where Watford have defended with 11, now they have to defend with 10. And through the years there have been all sorts of sending off dramas here. Mason Drysdale and Barry Ashby both walking, and Watford ended with 9 men. One match here, and most notoriously of all was the famous Will Frostron sending off here, which cost him a place in the cup final. But Young seemed to raise a foot, and Ian Williamson had probably the best view. But it's raised the temperature around the place, that's for sure. As I say, under the rules, whether he connected or not is irrelevant. And what is also done is it's really given the referee a lot to think about here. Watford have the free kick. So Watford a man down and a goal up, and they've got more than 20 minutes left for play. Well, derbies are never great spectacles. Smiled at reading at Mike Newell's programme notes today about saying unfortunately there's only 3 points up for grabs. Means an awful lot to the supporters. And now the Watford fans know what they've got to do. They've got to try and help their team. Now Luton will try and exploit the man's advantage. Nichols' free kick. Again they were queuing up. This time Steve Howard is penalised for his challenge on Clark Carlisle. King. And again. Ekinen away. Foley. Vine. Strong challenge by Jordan Stewart. Perfectly legal. And Kevin Foley will leave it for Carlos Edwards. 70 years on the clock. Played by Carlisle. Henderson. Leon Barnett. Mann and Shawumni, and that'll be a Watford free kick. Andy Rolls is earning his money. This is Bangura this time, who's needing help. Dave Hockaday and Adrian Boothroyd in conversation. And Jada Merritt being spoken to. Brian Steen on the left there. Mike Neal, the manager, on the right. And now a Luton free kick. A Watford free kick rather, for that challenge by Robinson on Mann. Jordan Stewart takes. Beresford stayed on his line. Malky Mackay had gone forward. Nichols, and he will clear. That's off Jordan Stewart. And Luton had the free kick for the Doyley foul, which was on Rowan Vine. Watford are going to bring Jada Merritt in shortly. But here's a chance for Howard. Whistle has gone. Flag is up. And here goes the substitution. And the man from Green Bay with all his family over. I don't know whether they are still here and in this crowd, but they'll certainly have never seen anything like this if they are. Jada Merritt replaces James Chambers. Presumably that means Jordan Stewart will slot into the orthodox left-back role. And that's Foley's clearance for Luton. Mackay and Vine did well to recover the Scotsman. Nichols went down, so did Bangura. So Warren Feeney comes on to replace the stricken Rowan Vine. And he's got just under 15 minutes on my watch to make a telling contribution. Underwood. Henderson goes back to cover. Carlisle does well. And remember, Watford a man down. And that's a poor return meant for Underwood. And the reception for Matthew Spring, I suppose, predictable. And he replaces Al Bangura. And there's nothing more Boothroyd can do now. He's used his three. And it's just a question now of whether the rear guard can cope with the Luton pressure. Maybe and go and get another goal on a breakaway. It was Henderson's touch. But the force is with Luton. The Watford fans, they've got a part to play. Foster. There's nothing to the contents of the coronary care unit at Watford when he does things like that. It was Feeney and Nichols, and in the end it was all a bit too intricate. Well, the referee involved in the ricochet, this is Shawumni. Foster will take the free kick. Just over 10 minutes remain. King, that was Underwood. There'll be quite a bit of time to be added though. Heikkinen. It was Doyley, this is Jordan Stewart. Shawumni. The defender did well. And that's well won by Jada Merritt. Doyley. Obviously the three big centre halves forming a crucial part now of the Watford rearguard. Foster will take those extra few seconds when opportunity knocks. All he wants when he opens the box is 3 points. Good tackle. Mann. Now King. Still going on. Heikkinen across. King's done well. Heikkinen supported by Underwood, having to make the clearance. Mann comes across to take the throw. King. Merritt and Shawumni. And Carlisle has delayed it too long for Mr. Williamson's liking and gets a yellow card. And that actually could be quite costly, because that I think will now take Clark Carlisle to a suspension. Certainly brought his manager out of the technical area. And the foul this time is on Henderson. Sinned against as well as Sinner. It was Heikkinen's challenge. There's a real nervousness amongst the supporters. As the minutes tick by, it becomes less and less pleasant watching for those supporters behind that goal. The best New Year present they wanted was 3 points, and they're about 9 plus stoppage time, agonising minutes away. And the worst thing that Luton wanted was to lose a local derby to start their new year. It's still amazingly balanced. This is Feeney. And that is a free kick for Malky Mackay's challenge. Paul Underwood's free kick. right the way across, and they all missed it. Häkkinen and Steve Howard at the far post. Howard has so often been the talisman for Luton. He's not really had any influence on this game at all. And Foster is relieved, and Luton are frustrated. Underwood. Doyley. Barnett. For Kevin Foley. Stewart. That was Henderson, and this is Nichols for Luton. Spring keeping close tabs on him. Feeney. Charge with Stewart. Oh, which way is that throw gone? It's been given Watford's way. I'm going to say that Marlon Beresford has hardly been busy in this second half. Watford have still got this lead in the bank. Spring, as if you hadn't guessed from the reaction of the home crowd. King against Underwood. King has done well. King still goes on. Häkkinen makes the challenge. And we'll know in a few weeks just how significant a piece of business Watford have done in getting Marlon King's signature on a long-term contract. Gavin Mond's throw. Underwood away. Spring. And the flag up this time against Marlon King. Beresford away. Gets more desperate for Luton. Alec Chamberlain there on the Watford bench. Got 1, 2, 3 from the right. And his testimonial yet. Now King. And he's got the right side of the defender this time. King! Sharp shooting, but wide of the target. Häkkinen just gave King a couple of inches. Now 3 minutes plus stoppage time remain. All fall down again. Foul on mark. Free kick to Watford. I wonder what the text message is heading out of this ground. And the South West Hertfordshire are saying. Need final whistle, stop, urgent stop. I would imagine. Offside flag. Again denies Luton an opportunity. So Luton throw. Ross Edwards announced as Luton's man of the match. That's a bit premature if Luton do manage to rescue this. Watford at the moment defending for their lives and defending extraordinarily well. Shawumi this time. Howard! Foster runs across as Doyley shields. But Steve Howard is that sort of player. He's done absolutely nothing really in this game, but then he can suddenly grab you a goal out of nothing. He fell over with Mackay. Foster has the ball. First of the supporters making their way out into the streets of Luton. Maybe the Arndale Centre beckons. Stewart, Matthew Spring. Well, that would have been the story. I certainly can't find any reference to anybody having scored winners for both Luton and Watford in matches between the sides. Apart from one gentleman who scored for one team and scored an own goal. I won't embarrass him by mentioning his name. Foster coming in well. And now King. Still goes every second. Watford keep possession. The cherished victory comes closer. The referee will add 4 minutes for the various stoppages we've had. And cards and sponges in evidence. Last time the finish of a Luton-Watford match here was played out with police horses all the way around the pitch. Happy to say no sign of that today. Demerit. Underwood. And he goes down, Feely. And they all run towards Ian Williamson, who had a very good view. And he says no. It was Mackay's challenge on Feely. Play on. As the man from Thatcham. Foul by Foley on Stewart. Foley has already been booked. Mr. Williamson settles for words. But the 90 minutes are up. King. And he's done well, got past Foley as well. Just wants to hold the ball. Robinson's had to go all the way back. It's the Watford fans baying for the final whistle. Once again, a derby match with plenty to talk about. And I've got to say that in my view, referee Ian Williamson's got the big decisions right here. both the Watford second goal and the Ashley Young red card. Those will be the decisions that will be discussed, dissected, and everything else over cups of tea, and I have no doubt stronger things a little bit later. But Watford have the victory. 4 agonising minutes of injury time have been played. Marlon King in joyous unison with the supporters. He knows what it means, as he asked last week in my earshot. But the supporters celebrate. Luton are stunned, and Boothroyd, a Derby virgin, wins the battle with Newell. Watford win the battle with Luton by 2 goals to 1. And it is a happy new year for the Watford fans at Kenilworth Road.
Aidy, congratulations on a Derby win in a typical Derby match.
Yeah, it was fast and furious. It was very competitive, and first half we got the better of it. In second half, Luton were on top. We managed to hang on there to get the win. So I'm pleased with the result. I'm not particularly happy with the performance, but you know, if you can win when you're not playing well, then I suppose that's got to be a plus.
I guess both managers would think that all 3 goals were a little bit scrappy. There were no beautifully worked moves in the match, really, were there?
Yeah, I think that's fair. But the goal is it's to me, a goal that goes in is as beautiful as anyone that goes. As long as we get goals, that's fine, and we stop them in the other end, because that's what we get paid to do. So yeah, it's scrappy, but the game is scrappy, particularly at this time of year when it's you know, you've had 4 games in 8 days. It's about hanging on in there and doing the ugly things well, and I thought we did that today. You
were hanging on towards the end, especially after Ashley Young got sent off. Were you cross with him for getting sent off for retaliation?
Yeah, I was very cross, and you know, I'll have a chat with him tomorrow. I think it's all part of his development as a player. He's going to get whacked and slapped because he's a good player and he has to learn how to deal with it. And to retaliate is not the way forward. He has to learn, and I'm sure he will, because he's a great guy, and he'll come back the better player for this, I'm sure.
The Luton fans were getting very frustrated towards the end with a lot of injuries for the Watford players. Was that sort of just a good way of managing things away from home to slow the game down when you have got your backs against the wall towards the end?
Well, we did need to slow it down, but I thought it's a compliment to Luton's players that they were pushing so hard and getting fired into our lads, and if lads get injured then they need treatment, and that's all part of managing the game as well. So we played Palace on Saturday, and they managed the game better than we did, and we have to learn from that, and that's what we've done today.